representing complexity, it is Hendralisk. We are in the losers bracket, round of 4A. Winners of this will move on to losers bracket, round of 4B. So, because right now, and then of course, they'll have to play one and then they'll have to play. Whoa, who's it going to be? It's going to be one semifinal, or two semifinals, or one semifinal. How's that going to work out, actually? Let me double check that. I had so much time on my hand that I didn't even think about it. So it's going to be it's going to be semifinal losers, then semifinal losers round 2, then the losers semifinals themselves, like the finals, and then the losers finals. So basically, the once Kane and Huck play out their winner semifinal, one drops down. Masa and the winner of that will play. The loser of that will drop down into the losers finals, and then the winner, of course, stays into the winner's grand final. I don't know. It's chaotic. Like somebody basically you have to win out. Everybody has to lose twice to be able to be knocked out of this tournament. It's like without the actual like graphic to show you guys like what I mean. Like I said earlier, it's tough. It's tough. All right. He's of course playing over here at the top right side of the map against SEEDBones. Miles had a pretty good series earlier versus Taiga, aka Drunken Boy. Pretty standard series though. If you remember, like what we watched, we didn't see really too much variance in his playstyle. Neither player actually showed much variance. Each player 3 times in a row played the exact same way, and each game ended up being the better player who reacted and kind of positioned themselves. Ended up being more of a position battle than anything. And it usually ended up being Bones. If he was in a better position, he was better off, and eventually was able to get to that mask loss number that just unfortunately Tag wasn't able to break. Henry, of course, has a pretty strong ZVP in my opinion. We'll see if he continues that trend. Natural just about up. Of course, seeing the fact that there is a Forge Fast expand, we should still be seeing a pretty quick third hatch out of him. Hendralisk, of course, spots that. One thing, of course, Henry's got to watch out for is gateway pressures. They've been one of those things that have kind of hindered him a little bit in the past. But I mean, he's pretty good and pretty on top of scouting. So as long as he's not, missing anything, he should be okay. And we see we have Lynx spreading around, already checking out for any proxy pylons. Oh, does he spot the probe? No. He misses. Wait, the probe might come back into the vision of the Ling. Hold on. Bump, ba-da-da-da-dun. No, but he will come back around once again. Probe does spot. Probe is going to get out of there. So it's like look at those things. Like one of those things is just by chance, and there we go. At least the Overlord spots. I was about to say, just by chance, just pathing, you missed that damn probe. What if that probe put up a pylon like right here, and there was just all of a sudden a gateway aggression of some sort? Like, he would not be prepared or ready for that third base defense. But we take a look inside the main base right now. Still not too much going on for Bones. We'll see if he drops the Stargate. It's starting to become, like I said, a little bit more of a favorite popular style. But because he did open up Forge Fast Expand, there is also opportunity and favoritism at times to Immortal play. In my opinion, I feel like there's a little bit of a favoritism towards Immortal play. But he does drop the Stargate, so just like we said. And of course, I don't want to say of course, but we should probably be seeing one Oracle come out, knowing Bones. I think it would be smarter for him to be honest, to go into Phoenixes, but we'll see what kind of a comfort level he has with those. And that's actually one of those things where there's just some players that don't have a comfort level with Phoenixes and some of the Air Army. The Oracle does have its place in the game too as well. Like we mentioned, you're able to get a lot of harass done, and as well, if you control it properly and keep it alive into the mid to late game, you have it as a unit that can be the permanent scan in the game, keep track of army, keep track of compositions. It's very fast paced and fast moving, so it can fly in, fly out. Now, most of that is just due to the fact that you can drop that revelation spell and be able to keep track of armies, which is kind of nice, just to see their movement, their permanent movement. In terms of actual scouting itself, you can, of course, go into hallucinated Phoenixes to spot anything across the map. Roach Warren, though, as we take a look at Hendralisk right now, underway. Speed about halfway done, more drones in production. Still no Spore Crawlers. We'll see if Henry over here does spot that Stargate for the time being. No, but he sees the Oracle right as it comes out, so there we go. Spore Crawlers are underway. Don't think they're going to finish in time before the Oracle flies over, but the Queen is already kind of in position, so we take a look and see. This actually could turn into a little bit of an interesting engagement right here, depending on how quick the Oracle gets over there to help out. And looks like the Oracle's going to come over, and it's going to actually focus fire the Queen down. I think, yeah, it needs to go for the drones. The Spore Crawler finishes up just momentarily. Right now the Oracle actually helping out to deal with some of those Lings, and it will burn down the Lings, so Zealot's still going to have a lot of time to be alive. The Stalker's going to come up and harass, and what this is doing is just, I don't want to say it's forcing units out, but looks like coLHendralisk is already planning on it for the most part. He's actually pulling back all the Overlords too as well. You could take a look and see. Doesn't want to lose anything in case there is a follow-up of Phoenixes of any sort. 2 more gates getting added on, +1 attack, plus Twilight as well on the other side of the map. Third base just about done for Bones. And he really needs to make sure to have some defense, because this is Hendralisk's forte right here. If you guys have watched him over the past few days, in my opinion, he has one of the best third base pressures on a Protoss player. And he hits that really nice juicy timing with a good chunk of roaches, and then follows it up with a flood of Lings to help support. Right now, just generally with the units that Bones has out on the map, and due to the fact that he did open up with the Stargate, he will not exactly have that ground force or the help of Immortals, and now he's going to be in a lot of trouble because a lot of his force is caught inside the base. So Photon Overcharge activated at the third base. Units are going to go for the natural over here. Of course, going to focus down that cannon just really quickly. And from there, they have the Forge, they have the Gate, and they have the Cybernetics core to work for. And you could already see that Forge is falling very fast. Units starting to flood inside the natural base right there. Workers under a little bit of harass. Now the Cyber Core falls. Gateway is going to be next to fall, and units are just flooding into here. Oh my goodness. Bones dropping in supply. He's getting a Void Ray out, which Void Rays can help out, but again, you have to remind yourself that this is a lot of units, and Lings are very hard to keep track of. You might be able to focus down Roaches, but you're going to need a lot more Void Rays to actually get them down really quickly. Force Field is gone, Natural falls, and now units are going to start leaking their, or should leak their way inside the main base. Angel's just going to make sure, first of all, to clear, I guess, everything out in the Natural. I guess that's more important to him for now. And indeed he does. Takes out the the Forge in the back, takes out the gas as well. Ling's gonna run up into, or thought about running up into the high ground. See, I think Hendralisk should have ran up into the high ground a little bit sooner if he had the chance, in which he did. He should have ran up into the high ground and continued attacking the probes with the Lings. So he could have let the Roaches just clear everything else out. But for the time being, looks like the Lings will continue working their way over here at the third base. Oracle and Mothership Core with the Photon Overcharge end up helping push it off for the time being, but still, even Lings managed to live through that as well. Now, if you're Hendralisk, you're in a very, I want to say, winning position. 11 Hydras underway. You got your +1 range. You got your +1 missile to you got Burrow and +1 missile about done. You got +1 range. You got +1 Carapace and Roach speed underway as well. By the time this force thinks about coming across the map, there's already going to be a very formidable army. And plus as well, there's also this gold hatch. Those fresh gold juicy minerals are going to be so nice for, you know, allowing him to produce the necessary forces to deal with this. And you can take a look and see already. There's already quite a few Hydras out on the map. More going to be underway. Bones thinking about pushing up forward, but I don't know how much opportunity he's going to have. Does he have the Mothership Core with him? He does. And that's the scary part, because if he goes a little bit too deep with this attack, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. The Mothership Core doesn't have enough energy for recall, so whatever happens here, whatever happens. It's like Bones got invited into that Bud Light commercial. They gave him 3 Void Rays, some Sentries, and Assault, and the Stalker. They're like, "Are you for anything?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." Heads across the map. But now, I mean, already the army is just so well positioned. Look at the amount of Hydras. No chance that the Void Rays are going to be or shouldn't be really a big factor at this point. All the force fields are used up, and now it's just Roaches and Hydras are going to be able to break through. They're going to head on forward. Oh, wait, hold on. A couple more force fields, I guess, in the back left, but there we go. The Void Rays begin to fall. Oracle falls as well. GG call from Bones. Henry takes game number 1.